Alright, after 7 nights of a passage, we've made it to Cabo San Lucas with this beautiful sunrise. What a great trip, man. We saw so many cool things, lots of dolphins and whales fully breaching out of the water. And what a background there, hey? So yeah, what a great way to show up in Cabo San Lucas. Beautiful trip, man. We're looking forward to getting rested and relaxed, eat some tacos, walk some doggos, and continue on with the rest of this trip. Still got to get to La Paz, so we've got a couple days of weather coming up, so we're going to probably hang out here in Cabo for 3-4 days or so, and keep an eye on the weather, and then try and head up when we're not fully smoked with wind. So well, the reason we pulled off the 7-day straight passage was that we knew that we had a limited window to get down here before the weather started to turn, and you can see that we already have some overcast going on now, and in fact seas and winds are picking up tomorrow considerably Wednesday with up to 30-knot winds and seas of maybe 6-7 foot, which in the Sea of Cortez can be really quite choppy and uncomfortable on the nose. Winds and seas on the nose. So we're just hanging out here in Cabo Of course, I got the world famous Cabo behind me. So I'm gonna go have a tequila and chill out until the weather breaks, which will be probably Friday for us is when we'll be continuing on our passage. So in the meantime, I couldn't find myself in much more of an entertaining place with, well, perhaps better company, but in any event, you know, there's always places like this where you can meet people, have fun, have a good drink, and you know, it's a tough life. It's a tough life of a sailor, trying to get through and make the best of a hard situation, you know, sailing around, getting paid, drinking, seeing crazy shit. So anyway, I'm gonna go check out Cabo. It's been 18 years since I've been in here, so wish me luck. Well, we've just left Cabo San Lucas. We're on our way to La Paz now. The beach town is in our rear view now, and we're all partied out. Yeah, right. And up for the next adventure. I traded this hat. A gentleman really liked my hat and decided he wanted to trade me, so this is what I'm rocking now. Marlin Adventures. Marlin Maniacs, rather. Okay. So I'm a Marlin Maniac for today, until I get back to my own hat collection. But beautiful sunny day. We're gonna have a good trip, I feel. We've waited out 4 days for a bit of a system to go by because everything's running out of the north in the Sea of Cortez right now. So you get a lot of swell and a lot of wind. We had up to 30 knots in places, and supposedly a vessel that left the day after we did from Ensenada got pretty beat up there, heading out of San Jose del Cabo, and sustained some damage to their brand new mainsail, and we're only making maybe like a knot and a half, 2 knots good into the seas and swells and winds. So I think it was the right decision to just hang tight here and let all that crap blow by, because it's a long slog into weather and seas this time of year against it, bashing into it. So real smooth sailing today for us. It'll take us about 30 hours or so to get up into La Paz. We're just going to do another straight run right overnight through the night and get up there. So anyway, I will sign off for now. At least the last couple hours. The first couple hours were pretty rough, pretty gentle, and then the last couple hours have been quite rough. But there's a fuel issue now. I'm thinking we might have an air leak because we had the diesel rev up suddenly, and then choke out on us, slowly sputter out. So whether it's a contamination water issue or air issue, we got to figure that out. But for now, we're turning around and running, because bashing 2 isn't possible without an engine. So we're running downwind right now, and we're going to see what's up with the fuel, but we'll probably, since we're only a couple hours out of Cabo, San Jose del Cabo, we'll probably just get our way back in there, get situated in there, and work out the fuel issue. Yeah. Alright, we've arranged to tow in, so we have the harbor master, or what do you want to call him? Capitanero de Puerto has organized a rescue committee to come out. They're going to help tow us in once we sail up to the entrance of the port. I think it's a matter of needing to bleed air out of the engine. I think somehow with the boat rocking and rolling, I've checked all the fuel lines and whatnot, and they are everything looks to be in order, but it's a matter of probably using the primer bulb and just seeing if I can squirt any air out. We don't have any spare oil filter on the boat, like diesel oil, fuel filter, because I would swap that out as well. But what I may end up doing is once we get into the marina, is pop that filter off and drain it out, rinse it out with some clean diesel, put that back in, and see if we can't prime out any air that might be in there and fire it up again tomorrow, see what happens. But the fact that we're so close to the marina, like we're maybe a couple hours away at the point where we lost our engines, it's kind of a no-brainer. In case the issue is more insidious than just an air blockage, play it safe, get back into safe harbor, dig around, see if we can identify the problem, and if the problem is more insidious than just an air bubble somewhere in the lines, then we're not trying to figure that out in a rolling seaway close to all kinds of reefs and rocks. I'll show you that photo of the chart of this area. It's not really somewhere you want to get messing around with too much. So we're pretty close to shore. We're only 4 miles out. 2 miles from shore, 4 miles from the marina entrance. So better safe than sorry. Get the boat secured. That's the primary concern. Our safety, boat safety, and then getting to our destinations way down the line at this point. But yeah, first things first, get it safe, then we can diagnose the problem rather than having to do it in a seaway, because we can, right? There are certainly situations where the only option is to diagnose it and try and address it in a seaway, but we're not. Well, we have the luxury, I should say, that we can pop into the marina. So we're going to take that luxury while we can, because the next bit is a 200-mile sail north from here with really nowhere to go, a couple anchorages along the way, but and it's straight into the wind. So there's, you know, say we get the engine running and motor up for another hour and then it dies again because there's some other issue, then we're stuck in a much worse position than we are now, where we can zip into a safe harbor and there's resources available to us if there's parts we need or whatever. But I'm hoping it's just a simple fix, a matter of you know, purging some air. Hopefully that's it. So we'll visit that. We'll revisit that in the morning.
Zytecki blew off.
Oh well, yeah, we were plunging the bow, right? The whole thing was plunging into the water, so I'm not surprised that that finally let go. It was already loose anyway.
Yeah. So underneath the bowsprit there's support plates, so I don't know if that's a good place or just putting it up top on one of the bits.
I think if we use those bollards, those are probably the most secure point up there.
The bits?
The bollards, like the wooden.
Yeah, I call it the bits,
Yeah, so if we tie onto the bollards there, ideally, I don't know how long that line is. They'll probably have a line too.
It's long.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's got to ideally go out a couple hundred feet and then come back, ideally, and tie back on. Because that way, if you need to in a hurry, something's going wrong, like it's ripping the bollard out of the deck, you can
maybe it's
untie it and let it off.
Maybe it's 100. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see what they have and see what we have, and we can always tie a couple together. And
yeah, if they come.
Yeah.
Right. If they come.
Well, I'll give them a radio call again here, letting them know that we're about, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes out. So yeah. All right, that there is the sound of the diesel purring. I was able to bleed it and get it running again. So that was lucky. So we have a vessel assist standing by, but we're going to be able to come in on our own steam. So time to get at it. We're going to go find a dock for the night, lick our wounds, and try again tomorrow. That's our pilot boat up there, the blue light. He's leading us in the marina because we called him when we were still disabled, and he's out here to try and help guide us in. Mighty courteous of them. So we'll take them up on that, follow them in, try not to hit any rocks. Alright, it's Saturday. We are trying to leave San Jose del Cabo after we came in late last night after our engine failure, which I was able to get the engine started back up. We took a dock, could have kept going, probably should have kept going, but we took a dock, and now we're sitting here waiting on a lineup at the fuel dock. It's just about noon now, so maybe sometime in 2021 we'll get to La Paz. It's been a long passage now. It's been, well, it was a 7-night passage. It's now been a 5-day layover now, and so 16 days of a trip, and looking forward to just getting home at this point. So we have another 30 hours at least from this point to La Paz, going into it, into the wind, into the waves. But today and tomorrow are the best 2 days in the forecast and have been for the last week, so hopefully we'll make good on that and get home. Another beautiful sunrise. Coming around the point, Punta Gorda, I believe it's called, and heading towards Ventana Beach. Very early morning, 6 a.m. This is our, what would this be? Some 8th day on the water? 9th day, I guess, actually. Yeah, it was 7 nights between Ensenada to Cabo, and then a day almost out of San Jose del Cabo, and then back to the marina, and then last night, and now here. So slowly but surely we're getting there. Lots of really beautiful phosphorescence last night. Really amazing. It was so brilliant. It would light up the whole sail, and the blooms would kind of go off. So this is good. This is good camera work because you can see sunrise and not my ugly face. It's perfect video. Tremendous video. It was a perfect video. Everybody knows it. Beautiful San Lorenzo Channel. Isla Espiritu Santo. And some unique navigation navigation challenges here. So we have Suwannee Rocks right here to our right, and Scout Shoal to our port. Hard to make out the markers, but the marker is right here. Right about there is the marker for Suwannee Rock and Scout Shoal. Right around here. I don't know if you can see that there. It's important to kind of pay attention coming through here. Make sure you're not going to bump into anything. Excellent fishing, excellent diving. We got the poles out. There's also a wreck right there too. Look at that. Beautiful out here though. Espiritu Santo is like a world-renowned boating destination, fishing, diving destination, and really Morgan and I need to exploit it a lot more. But beautiful place, man. Happy to be coming home. It's been a long trip. We're about 5 hours now from getting into La Paz, so long trip. I've been out with this dude for 17 days now. This is the 17th day, 5 of which was lay days waiting on weather and of course doing that repair air bubble issue, fuel issue. So yeah, 17 days, long run. Happy to be coming home, man. Very eager to go have a shower and hug my own dog. Some say it's like sailing through the Grand Canyon, if the Grand Canyon had world-class beaches. The truth is, nobody says that but this guy. This guy says that, because it kind of is true. It's fucking amazing here. It is like sailing in the Grand Canyon, if the Grand Canyon had world-class beaches. And world-class beach babes like this guy right here. Oh yeah, the beach is that way. Pretty.
That's Balandra, yeah.
That's Balandra Bay right there. What do you think of your new home, Scott? Welcome home. Happy birthday.
It is my birthday.
Mañana, right?
No.
Today?
Is it second today?
Today's the 1st.
Oh.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Well, thank you, Josh.
See this?
Thank you 3 times.
Only 3 times? Come on.
Well, they're very big 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a long trip, man. That's a long one. 10 days on the water, yeah.
And it should have been 9.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And that's a hustle, though. That's a hustle.
That's not bad.
Yeah. No, it's very good.
Yeah.
Because even still, it was total, what's the 17th day since I met you in Ensenada. And I predicted 12 days on the water. So we're still under that for days on the water.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. And that's accounting for like lay days, which we had a number of because that weather was shit. That was really rough. I mean, rough enough, like, I really don't understand how that air got in there. Like, that's how rough it was. It was rough enough to shake air into the fuel line from your tank. Pretty wild.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Pretty wild. But we made it. Well, almost. We're close enough for a tow anyway. That's the important part. the light shaft coming up from the sun there?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a tough life living in paradise here.